Hello everyone, busygamerdad back again, going to be continuing our 7th Saga long play. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content so far. We're coming down to the finish line. I'm not going to say this is our last episode until I get a little bit further into it, but we're having some fun. As you can see by my festive holiday attire. Look at this is my ugly sweater. I like it a lot. Anyways, we are in the closeout episodes, as it were. We are in the final chapter. Blech, too much eggnog. We are having some fun with this. We are gaining a few levels here in the last island, going to find and defeat Gorcia, try and find Sara, and see what the heck is going on with everything like that. Beyond that, I mean, there's not much else. It's kind of a pretty short list, and it's the kind of points where I'm trying to make where it's like, hey, this might be the last few episodes of this game. A little bittersweet, as it were. I've got a couple of things that I still want to do with the game, as in, like, you know, leveling up and things like that, making sure we're actually truly prepared for the final dungeon and things like that. Oh, that guy on that crystal, you saw him. He was like, he's strafing with me. He had an eye on me, and it was like, all right, fine, I guess we're fighting. I guess we're fighting. But yeah, beyond that, this last island is all about. Oh, jeez, he didn't want the smoke. He didn't want it. He saw the ugly sweater and he's like, nope, no thanks. And I was like, yeah, this is the best sweater ever. You should run. Tell all your... Oh, I gotta go this way. You tell all your little other crab hooligans that, yeah, this is not to be trifled with. This is the ugliest of sweaters and you shall respect it. Yeah, so here it is right here. So, yep, we're the humble servants of sorrow. When Gorcia reappeared, Sorrow told us to stay here in Gorfin. Yep, this is where Gorfin was many years ago, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, the inn and the House of Healing are in the same place. We're just kind of trying to make it work, as it were. We're just trying to make it work. We're trying to make it work. Beyond that, there's not much else I can say. Let me see, do the wind balls still work? Use? I can't, nothing happened. I don't think I can use the wind balls anymore. I mean, I've been just kind of having fun walking back and forth between the two towns, because, you know, reasons and stuff like that. There is no, there is no, words are failing me and I'm sorry. From the west, yeah, okay, so, there is no big reveal, as it were, at this point, where this is Gorfin. Gorfin is literally two huts in a little hovel, and all these little priests. If you remember Gorfin in the future, it's a smaller village, but it's still a village. There's a bunch of stuff in it and things like that. Beyond that, like, there's not like a big reveal at this point. I mean, we're just kind of hanging out. We're kind of doing the things that we need to do. I'm gonna be saving up the money that I can. I would like to, you know, use this episode as a point of, like, reference for, like, building up the end of the game and trying to get through it. But I know in my heart of hearts that this game, it's going to take a couple of, we'll say, expeditions into the final dungeon to see what's going on in there and really understand the level of difficulty that we're going to be exposed to and how challenging and planning for it is. I think we are, for lack of a better term, aware of the danger that's going to be going on inside there. Like, it might be the longest dungeon that we've played through, where it might be multiple episodes, and it might be a short dungeon that, you know, I have no idea. I have since put a stop to looking at the guide because I do not want to ruin it for me. This game, to me, is like, for lack of saying anything too emotional about it, it's a game that I want to beat without a guide first. So, getting on my high horse here, this game was a game that was part of my childhood that I never beat, and it was because I just didn't dedicate myself to beating it. But in that era of my gameplay, in any game, I loved figuring these games out. I loved taking the time and talking with my brothers, with my friends, and trying to figure out the best path to beat these games. We didn't have no internet, to quote Kid Rock. We didn't have any way to figure out the best strategies. We just tried and tried, and then some kid on a playground would tell you, oh yeah, you totally just do this, and it's like it's a super easy fight, and it's like, I've been struggling with this boss for years. Like every encounter in any game was like a Dark Souls level boss in difficulty. And I can't stress that enough. Like you don't understand the days that it would take us to beat bosses and play the game and do the things that we needed to do to beat the games. And even then, we weren't completionists because we didn't know. There was no achievement systems. We didn't know we were missing stuff. We had no clue that we were doing things the wrong way or the inconvenient way. There was no speed running games. It was always this word of mouth, like, oh, I beat that in 2 days, or I beat it in 2 months. It was just always this, like, push and pull of, well, do you believe that, friend? He said he beat it. And it's like, I don't know, maybe he did. All right, so let's see here. I want to see if this won't be any better than what we have. All right, cool. So I don't need that. Yeah, let's see here. Let's talk with you, and let's go here. And then with Lux. Lux has the black. Is that any better? It will increase your defense by 18. Yes. You'll trade what you'll have. The price will be 30. Oh, we're about 10k short. That's not fun. No, I don't want to. All right, let me see here. Can I sell anything? I don't think I can sell anything. I can sell the ring. Sell the ring. And then what else can I sell? Just to get this done. Do I have... well, the wind balls don't work, so I can sell those. I can sell those things and get those out of my inventory. Exagates do work. I don't know if you guys remember the episode, probably about 4 or 5 episodes at this point, where I talked about the gems in this game and buying them and holding on to them because you know you're going to die in this game. It circles back to what I just relevantly said, where it's like back in the difficulty of this game, there's going to be fights where you instantly die because the monster casts an instant death spell and you just can't. There's no counterplay to it. You die. You literally have no way of stopping it. And the gems in this game allow you the utility to try and hold on to that money that you have. Let's see. I might be able to get it right now. It should be great. So that'd be really awesome. And then we can start making our way up to the last fight, the last cave. Poke our head inside and say, hey, Avon calling. If you know that reference. I will explain it to you younger generations that might happen upon this in the internet future. Avon was a beauty product company, and they used to have door-to-door salespeople come to your house, and they have a briefcase or a special satchel or a special bag, and inside they would have sample products for the women of the house, because the women of the house would never leave the house. It was very different back then, for lack of a better term. It was very different back then. And the Avon lady was a woman who was allowed to leave their home and go sell beauty products to other women who were trapped inside their homes. And I mean that. I mean that, and that's the essence of what it was to be a woman in the, I believe probably, we'll say, I think it was the 40s, maybe even the 30s. It was after the Great Depression. So it was like 40s to the 70s for a good 40, maybe the 80s or 90s. I think a good 40-year run. Avon was the go-to brand for women's beauty for the home woman. And in the 90s, during the women's liberation, that was when it kind of changed. So there you go. There's your factoid. Random video game knowledge, you know, apart from this, just giving you the understanding that, yeah, being a woman in the early decades was, back in the ye old 1900s was terrible. Quite terrible. I'm not saying it got any better. I'm just letting you know. Do I need to go here? I don't need to do that. I don't think I need to do that. Do I need to do that? Let me see here. Oh. No, I don't think we have enough just yet. I think we're close. We're not quite there yet. But we got to get this armor. We definitely got to get this armor. Oh, this guy is a jerk. I hate this guy. He casts instant death spells, too. This guy casts vacuum, too, which can kill both your party members in one go. He's also just, resistant to our magic attacks because he has a high ice magic defense. And he can heal. Thankfully, he did not. I'm trying to be fancy, and I should just kill him. Never mind. Is she dead? He ran away. See? That's why you don't be fancy. That's why you don't be fancy. Just stupid move on my part. I could have cast that spell and killed him, and I didn't. Now I gotta waste another couple minutes waiting on the next victim. I volunteer to give me their monies. This one here. There we are. So let's see. Is this gonna work? Got one of them. We can cast instant death spells too. And we're all the better for it. Because we're pretty awesome. Now the dragons, we got to be a little bit careful about, because once they hit like about a third of their health, they cast a heal on themselves. So we got to be able to get them dead past that halfway mark, basically. That's the safety net. Hey, we got our level 50. I don't know if max level in this game is 99. It might even be the 50 is the max. 5, 5, 2, magic by 5, magic by 3, speed by 5. Not that Asuna needs to be any faster. Oh, and Lux gained his level. Good. Awesome. 7, 3, 4 for power, 5 for guard. I like that. Speed only 2. He really needed speed, is really what he needed. Alright. Alright, cool. Well, that gave us the boost to... Let's get this real quick. Let's get this armor. Let's save the game. And let's go poke our head inside the end dungeon, huh? Let's go do that. And even if we die, we will know that we don't have hardly any cash on us to lose. So I'm fine for it. Yep. Defense power by 18. Yep. Sure. That's good for me. Black. I'm assuming that's like a black coat or something like that. I don't think there's anything else for us here. Yeah, because we've got the brilliance. We've got everything else we need. Yeah, so it's got the brilliance and the immolation robes and the immolation staff. I hope it's not immolation robes, because those would be quite warm. Immolation is fire, if you didn't know. And the robes are literally on fire. So she's brilliantly immolating because she has the brilliance crown. Alright, we're going to save here just so we can know that we've got that and we're good. And then we're going to get off on our merry way. Out the door. If you're new and you haven't seen this episode series before, this is an airship that we just left. The airship, I guess a recap might be in order for those who are just tuning in. We blew up an island. Yep, we blew up a city. We fought a giant Tejuan. A Tejuan in this game is a robot, and our partner, our companion here is Lux, and he is a Tejuan. Typically, Tejuans are humanoid in shape and stature, but this one was a giant Tejuan from the advanced city of Melanam, and they very much, like all societies, fell victim to hubris, where they thought that they were saving the world because they had advanced technology and imposing it onto the end fight, as it were, being like, our advanced technology will save this planet, when really it almost doomed the entire planet. So yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little thing to do. That was a fun little side quest, or I guess main quest, not side quest. So just fun little things that you had to deal with, being the hero of the world and all that. All right. Good. Good. Sir Pint. Oh, I should check something real quick. Do we have more experience? Do we gain more experience? Okay, so it does look like you can go past level 50. It does. Which is good. That's fine. Getting level 99 would be fun. Not for me. I'm not going to do it. I'm just, if you're out there in TV land and you want to do it, go ahead. If you're wondering what the system that this game is on, it is on Super Nintendo. This game was released on Super Nintendo in 1994 or maybe 92. I am playing it with original hardware, so it's going to be laggy, joggy at some points where it's just like a little bit weird. You can see, actually, I got a new setup behind me where you can see my Super Nintendo, the box for it, anyways, because obviously it's not in the box. I have my Mario Party, or not Mario Party, Mario World, Super Mario World. The other game next to it is ActRaiser. If you have never heard of that game, that was the first game that me and my brothers ever 100%ed when we were kids. And I know that we 100%ed it because the game told us we 100%ed it. So this goes back to what I mentioned before, where it's like we never knew, there was no achievement system, so we never knew if we 100%ed the game or completed it or anything like that. Yeah, it was just one of those fun games that you could play through, and it gave you that notification, as it were, that little Easter egg, as it were, because it was an Easter egg at that point. It wasn't a feature. All right, we're gonna stay at the inn here. Alright, right there. Good. Awesome. Alright, now we're going to poke our head into the last dungeon. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be absolutely terrible, and I'm here for it. I hope you guys are too. Alright. Out the door we go. You guys are all ridiculous with your robes, and you're digging into a grotto to try and stay warm. I don't know. Nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. We got to fight these little crab monsters. I guess I'm going to swing for the fences here. Just knowing that if I die, I have all the equipment that I need, and this is where I'm not going to be like spending all my resources, my heals, my curatives, and things like that. I'm just going to poke my head inside, get the first maybe few treasure chests that we can get, and then get ourselves out the door. And by out the door, I mean we're probably going to die, and that's fine. That's fine by me. Because I'll get those last treasure chests or first treasure chests and call it good. The mouth on these things, huh? The mouth on these things. All right. So we're gonna go this way to the west, and go down here, and go down here. Instantly, here we go. All right. So, so Tejuans, you can find them all over the world. And they're broken down. In the future where we're from, Tejuans are a dying breed because literally no one knows how to repair them or build them up. And that's because Melanam, the city that we sunk. Yeah. Bzz. All right, can I search you? Nothing seems like it's a dead Tejuan, just kind of hanging out there. I don't know what kind of monsters we're going to fight inside here. It's probably more of the same of what we have, just different colors. Yep, these are different colors. These are one of the first monsters we fought that were undead. I don't know how hard it's going to be to kill them. This is potentially going to be super difficult. That was 60 points of mana for one kill. One ran away, and he's going to revive the other. Okay. All right, how resistant are you to attacks? Okay, so about a third of your health. Good dodge. Let's focus on one for now. Ooh, that's a big hit. That is a big hit. I am not a fan. And the fact that you guys can show up in a 3 monster attack is not... Yup. Like I said. 7 Saga, baby. That's what this is right here. This is all its glory. Monsters outside, and even here, you saw that monster run away. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to keep going with this. I'm just going to see what ends up happening. Yep. So, the monsters can revive multiple times, as you can see, and we're going to lose. And that's fine. That's okay. I expected this. I'm okay with this. Because I'm not going to invest a lot of resources into this, knowing that that was our first steps into it. I have no idea how long this dungeon is. I have no idea how difficult this dungeon will be. When you die in this game, you lose half of your money, whatever you have, unless you have gems. You can convert your money into gems and hold on to it. The monsters don't care about that. So there you go. There's your forewarning. Now also, if you have a character that can cast the revive spell, you don't have to go to the House of Healing and spend $500 to revive them. You can cast revive and then talk to the inn and go stay at the inn. Not every character gets revive. And now I'll just save it and I'll go right back in. All I care about is the experience at this point. Literally the experience. Not just the experience points, but the experience of getting into the dungeon and seeing what's going on. Seeing if there's anything worthwhile for me to go through and trying to get the path mapped out. So we'll see what we can do with that. That one little monster was chasing me. You saw him. He was just like, hey, come here, come here, come here, come here. These are demons. Well, they were demons. Now I don't know what they are. How difficult are you to fight? Okay, about a quarter of your health. 32 and defense down. That's not good. I don't want you casting defense down. That's not going to be good for me. They also can probably cast revive, which will make another layer of difficulty. Good dodge. Good dodge. Alright, tapped him out. Now, you're probably going to revive your buddy. See? Full life revive. That's the difficulty of this game, because now I have a situation where he is at full health. Like, he was revived at full health. Not at 1, full health. He has gotten little mana left, so it takes, I'm assuming he's got the same, I'll say similar mana. So, again, it's like, what do? These are fights of attrition, and now he casts defense down on me. Do I sit here and I try and mitigate that, or what's the deal here? What's the best play? You have to learn these intrinsic difficulties inside the fights, because now he's going to revive that guy. Back 100% health. So let's try this. Let's see. Didn't get either of them. One dodged and the other didn't get affected by it. This is going to be a fun time. And I can't emphasize the F on that hard enough. This is just going to be a fun time. I'm just going to try and make it through. Alright, so we got one. And that took only 120 MP, not including the MP I used for the previous round. And he's still not dead yet, because the other buddy keeps reviving him. This is going to be a nightmare. Same guy, dead again. I've got nothing other than laughter for this. I got nothing other than laughter for this. Oh, his defense is down. So he's gonna get chunked. That's fine. That's fine. I want to get through one of these fights. I want to see what these guys are called, and then probably call the episode there. Did 1 damage. Okay, good. That didn't work. Defend. Defend. Oh, good. 45, dodged. Defend, defend. If Lux goes down, I'm actually kind of hosed. Oh! Defend, defend. Alright, got it. S Demon. Stone Demon? I'm assuming Stone Demon. Alright, let's see what's going down. Let's get this treasure chest. It's probably a monster in a box, in all honesty. Tajuin. MC'd. Okay. Alright, fine. Making our way. Every single step is progress. I am perfectly proud to run away. I'm assuming we go... I mean, I'm going to go the furthest way just to try and dungeon plunge in that way. Oh, good. I was hoping I'd run into you guys again. Asuna has the highest speed in the entire game. I'm really glad that she has that, because that means she can run away a little easier. Alright, Alright, so the furthest one away. Oh, hello. Sorrow might be in the back room. Where's the back room? It's over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's see. You have interrupted my rest, you miserable fool. I will send you to the dark world. What? Maybe this place isn't as... I don't know. Hang on. I want to figure something out here. Okay, I'm fine with dying here. I'm fine with calling our episode here. Just out of curiosity, I'm just going to defend. Hey, 3 health. Okay. So we can't actually hit him. We can't actually hurt him. So I'm fine with that. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care. We actually can hurt this guy. We don't need some special mechanic to get the guy dead. So I'm grateful for that. All right. So, oh wait, no, what am I doing? No, what am I doing here? So that's great. Awesome. That's why we do these things. That's for science. It's like the, yep. Awesome. All right. So what did we learn? Well, we learned that the last dungeon is going to be a fun place. Emphasis on the F. And that we need to be very patient and save our spells for whoever the heck that guy was and finish him off. And then Sorrow is going to be in the back room. Hopefully Sorrow can give us a power-up and make us better. Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out next episode, hopefully. This was busygamerdad playing 7 Saga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. We will catch you next time where we'll pick up right where we left off and dungeon plunge and try and get through that last space. Alright, like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule, and we'll catch you next episode. Later.